Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Regular Beer Reviews, where regular doesn't refer to the beers being reviewed, but to the reviewer, myself. I'm Jesse, and today I'm going to be reviewing a beer that I've never had before. It's been probably about a month since I've actually done a review. Well, with the holidays and everything, I haven't really found time, but holidays are over now. It is January 2nd, 2014, a new year, so I'm going to try to do a lot of reviews this year. I'm going to start, though, with Namaste from Dogfish Head. I absolutely love Dogfish Head, and I really like the artwork on the front of that bottle. Now, this is a style that I always said was never really one of my favorites, but I always mention about how it's grown on me, and actually it is one of my favorite styles now. This is a witbier, or Belgian White. Beer Advocate gives this beer an 86, which is very good, and that's with 1,283 ratings. The Bros give it an 85, which is very good. Rate Beer gives it a 94 overall with a 99 for the style. It has an ABV of 5%, rotating availability. Obviously, the style, as I said, is it's a wheat beer. It has 20 IBUs, and Dogfish Head, if you didn't know, it's Dogfish Head Craft Brewery, incorporated out of Milton, Delaware, I believe. Is it Milton? Yeah, Milton, Delaware. So, yeah, I'm gonna read a quick descript from Beer Advocate here. It says, a wheat beer bursting with good karma, made with dried organic orange slices, fresh cut lemongrass, and a bit of coriander. This Belgian-style white beer is a great thirst quencher. And it says on the bottle right here, Namaste. The word kinda sorta means the spirit in me recognizes and celebrates the spirit in you. Namaste, the brew, kinda sorta means white ale, as in wheat and coriander, but also means dried orange slices and lemongrass. A refreshing summer thing. Namaste. So, yeah, I'm excited to try this one. It gets good reviews. I do love the style, and I absolutely love the brewery. So, go ahead and get this. Or, you know what? I almost forgot. It is a wheat beer. I want to kind of try to slowly rotate it, because there's a lot of sediment on a lot of these bottles a lot of these beers are bottle conditioned. So I don't want to shake it up, but I do want to get a lot of that sediment that's on the bottom there just kind of kicked up. This is a big bottle, so I'm probably not going to be able to fit it all into the glass. I am using my wheat beer glass. And this, I think, is 22 ounces. 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces. So, I mean, yeah, that's 25.4 ounces. So, let's go ahead and get this cracked open. And hopefully I was able to kick up some of that sediment. Good bit of smoke there, you can see. Let's go ahead and get this baby poured. Yeah, really good reviews. It's looking kind of cloudy. Hopefully I got a good bit of it stirred up. It doesn't look over carbonated either, which I am glad about, because a lot of these bottle conditioned beers are just so carbonated. This one looks pretty good though. And I'll see how the oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I kicked up a good bit of that. There's all kinds of floaties in here. I'm seeing all kinds of chunks of yeast and little bits of wheat floating around in there, so it looks good. Let's get an appearance on it. It has about a 2-finger head, milky, very snow white, bright, medium-sized bubbles, somewhere between frothy and creamy. Actually, a little more on the creamy side. There are a lot of particulates in there, a lot of chunks of stuff floating around. It's a nice light straw color. It's got light orangey tints to it. Let's go ahead and get a nose on this. Oh wow, that smells excellent. I can definitely pick up on the orange. Definitely, right up front, orange. Can pick up on the coriander. Smelling some other spice notes that are pretty common with this type of beer. A little black pepper, maybe a little bit of sage or something. The lemongrass, I'm not picking up. But lemongrass is very mellow, and with the orange that's in there, I don't know if I'll be able to pick up on that specifically. But I'm definitely smelling the orange. If the orange wasn't there, I'd probably be able to smell the lemongrass, but They're both very citrusy. I'm not really picking up on any hops, but with this type of beer, that's, you know, common. It's a little yeasty, little bready. The malts are very bready, very sweet. It's a nice smelling beer. So I'm just gonna go on ahead and jump into this one. Oh wow, that is excellent. That is absolutely excellent. It's about 50-55 degrees. I took it out of the fridge about 10 or 15 minutes ago. It's still pretty cold, but that is a really, really good beer. Um, a lot of particulates, though. I mean, I understand these beers are usually bottle conditioned, but there's a lot of, like, I can feel it. There's a lot of stuff floating around in this beer, but it's very good, very refreshing, very carbonated. It's not overly carbonated, but it's right up about the maximum level I would want it to be. I wouldn't want it to be any more carbonated, and this stings the back of the throat like a soda or something. But really carbonated, really sweet bready malts right up front. I can taste that orange definitely. I mean, orange is really, really powerful in the flavor. Coriander is actually very light in the flavor. I'm picking it up a good bit on the nose, and I'm not really tasting. I mean, I can taste it, but I'm not really tasting like the overpowering spice notes from the coriander. It's a little grainier than I expected it to be as far as flavor goes. I don't know if that's the hops. I know they don't use Dogfish Head does not use any cheap adjuncts or anything in their beer, but it's a little grainy, but still good. It's very, very good. Kind of swirl that around, swish it, get all that everything that's left in there. It's just loads of foam, like a milkshake machine or something. Oh man, get it all out of there. Yeah, this is definitely a good beer. It's not as complex as I thought it was gonna be, especially for the style. I've had some other wheat beers recently that are really, really complex, and they can pack a lot of flavor into it and a lot of complexity while still maintaining, you know, a pretty simple formula. This is a little milder. From Dogfish Head, I would have expected something a lot more complex. This is pretty mild, but simple as it may be, it's still extremely enjoyable. It's extremely refreshing. It has a wonderful sessionability at only 5%. I mean, you'll get hammered quicker on Budweisers, which are 5.5. I mean, this is only 5%. It's very sessionable. I could easily drink 2 or 3 of these over the course of an evening without getting hammered drunk. Excuse me, but this is a good beer. It's very refreshing. I would have to say the drinkability is absolutely excellent. I said, you know, I could drink 2 or 3 of these over an evening and without getting hammered, and also just point blank, I could drink 2 or 3 of these or 4 or 5 of these over an evening because it's extremely drinkable. It's extremely enjoyable, and it's got badass artwork on the front. It looks like it's I don't know, an ape skeleton or something. It doesn't look human, but I really like this beer. I'm gonna be buying this beer again. I would suggest that you go out and buy this beer again. I do see a freshness date on here. It says it was bottled in 2012, which, I mean, it doesn't taste spoiled or anything, but I'm gonna have to get a fresher one because this isn't really it's not really a cellarable beer, but it does have a rotating availability, so I'm not sure if I can exactly how often they do them, but I'm sure I could probably get some from last year, 2013. But I'm gonna look for them. But anyway, this is a great beer. I suggest you go out and get it if you like wheat beers. I think you're really gonna like this beer. I think it's extremely refreshing. It's extremely delicious. I wish there was a little more complexity to the flavor. The palate it's a little mild, but it's still very, very good. I'm gonna give this beer an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10 for Namaste. Wheat beer from Dogfish Head. It's a good beer. I suggest if you see it, you pick it up. It's really good beer. So thank you for watching, and keep watching again in the future for more reviews. Post.